Why hello everybody, my name is Wartapes, and today we are back with the second Kerbal Space Program tutorial. Today it's Rendezvous and Docking. So as you can see, we have an altered version of Kerbal X. It's not really that different, just got some RCS. And we're on the launch pad, ready to launch. But there's one thing we must do first. We look at the map, there's another Kerbal X in orbit. We kind of want that above the desert when we launch, so that we get into the air at the same point that's going over the KFC even. So you just do your normal getting into orbit maneuvers. If you haven't seen already, the first Kerbal Space Program tutorial video was about getting into orbit. It's on the screen now. So this is actually something that a lot of people do struggle with, but I've built a lot of space stations, quite big ones with many launches, and I love rendezvousing and docking. It's one of the few things that I actually still do manually, because I do use MechJeb quite a lot. So you just do your normal orbit, get your apoapsis to the same as the body you're trying to rendezvous with. So as you can see, ours is about 80 kilometers. So we just do a maneuver mode, get into orbit. So there we have our orbital maneuver planned. Now we just have to do it. So we're just doing our normal orbital burn, but as you'll soon see, we are already quite close to our target. There it is, 50 kilometers roughly away from us. And as you can see on the nav ball, it's switched from orbital velocity showing to target velocity, and that yellow circle that looks like the normal retrograde is going away from us, and that's the... If you want to slow down compared to your target, you point to that. What I'm doing here was just getting my periapsis out of the orbit, out of atmosphere anyway. So we're in front of the target, so we want to slow down. So we point towards the basically retrograde marker for it, and we'll just make the interception, the intersect nose even, pretty close. Make the separation just a couple of kilometers, and then we'll adjust it as we get closer. So now we're actually pretty close to the target, so we're just slowing down to only about a couple of meters per second, and then it'll switch to only one intersect node, and you make that as close as you can. So there is about 0.2. We'll just warp around to that, and then we'll be able to go for a docking. So we're just coming up for that, only a couple of 100-meter way. It's only about 600 meters and coming towards us rather quick, but we're almost there for docking. So once you're close enough and you think if you're going to go past it, you're just going to zoom past it, slow your target speed all the way down to 0, as I'm doing now. Make sure you're right in the middle of the slow down marker, because if you're to the side it will just make you go in a different direction. Once you're completely at the same speed as it, just burn towards it and you'll head straight towards it. Be ready to slow down, because if you are going fast and you're impatient, like I can be sometimes, I am actually taking this pretty slow. It is fast forwarded quite a bit. Just be ready to slow down, because you don't want to smash into it. Also, always try and slow yourself down about 30 meters away from it, because you can burn bits of ships. For instance, like blowing solar panels off. So we're about 50, well, yeah, 50 now-ish meters away from it. So what we're going to do, we're just going to completely stop our speed and point towards it with our docking node. And we're almost done. So I'm just going to point this straight at it, and then I'm going to switch to the other ship and point that ship straight at the other one. Just makes it easier so the docking nodes are pointing straight towards each other. You can just leave one pointed one direction and maneuver around it, but I just thought it'd be easier. So you just keep your marker on the target node and just burn towards it with your RCS. I wouldn't recommend using your main thrusters because turning around and burning straight onto the nose of your ship is never a good idea. So all you need to do is just keep it lined up, and once you get close enough, the magnetism on the docking nodes will kind of take over. So just a couple of meters apart, turn off the RCS, just let them drift apart, not drift together even, and the magnetism's got it, and they're docked. Thanks for watching this video. Like, subscribe, share, and I shall see you next time. Peace.